Here's something that's pretty interesting. Here you can see a dinosaur kale. It is actually 2 years old, and around the 2-year mark is when it starts to actually seed. You can see all these seed pods on here. This is the color that you want them to be when they're ready to be harvested. Basically, they start to dry out. You can see how much you get from just one plant, which is pretty crazy. You just plant one plant and then you have the ability to plant a lot more. So here's a bunch of seeds that we'll be able to save. So those are how those seed pots look. Originally, or typically, here's on another plant. Here's on a colored green. So on this one, you can see the seed pods are all green. They're not ready to harvest the seeds yet, but eventually, if we do leave it here, when they dry out, they'll become into seeds. For example, see, you can see, I can do this with one hand. All right, I got it in there. So you can kind of see this. You can see the seeds right there. They're not dried out yet. They're not ready to be harvested or put away for later use. But it's crazy how many seeds you get out of one plant. Even if you just keep one of these seed pods off of this plant. Look how big that guy is. One of the seed pods off of this plant, then you'll have a lot more plants that you'll be able to plant. So it's pretty cool how they're created to be able to do that. So to just show you the seeds coming out of one of these seed pods, which we'll be cutting down soon. You can see how dry this is, and then oops, I just dropped them all over the floor. So you can see the seeds in there. There's a few in there. Well, there's two that didn't fall on the floor. But you can see, I mean, all you got to do is just take these seed pods off and crush them into a container. And then you have a bunch of seeds for later use, which is pretty crazy. And that's all from this one plant. Well, actually, no, there's two here. Nope, that's all from the one plant. The other one is nothing on there. So all of these seed pods all come from just one dinosaur kale. And we'll have food forever, basically, off of that one. Or seeds forever, which is, as I mentioned, pretty neat.